Hi there. I was fortunate enough to have been contacted by the editor of Radio User magazine, George, who asked me to test and write a review of the Tecsun S-8800 receiver. So I gladly accepted this challenge, and the receiver arrived. I know that some of you guys were aware that I was doing this, but I sort of purposely didn't post any reception videos because I kind of didn't want to give too much away. The idea of this was that I write the review and then the results appear in the magazine. So that was before Christmas, and so here it is in the February edition, and I'm pleased that the article has a decent splash on the front page of the February edition. So how cool is that? So I get this magazine every month, and I recommend that anyone interested in radio does the same thing. It doesn't just cover shortwave, medium wave, long wave DXing, of course. You guys out there, it covers everything from satellite, UHF, etc. I mean, you don't need me to explain that to you. So so here it is. So the review is actually spread over 4 pages, and it covers my sort of first impressions of this receiver, which I think I did do on my channel. The layout of the receiver, the operation, particularly the novel thing about this receiver, or one of the novel things, is that it obviously has a remote control, which initially I wasn't sure about, but actually became pretty intuitive. And you kind of can't get away from using it because it's the only way to directly input frequency into the receiver. But it actually works really well. And then the initial switch on, and then performance basically on long wave, because as you guys know, I'm a big fan of long wave, medium wave, and then on short wave, both with the telescopic and with a long wire. Some of the images that I took to support the article appeared. I think this is my favourite. What is this receiver? Is it a tabletop? Is it a field radio? Maybe that's part of the paradox. But I took it out into the woods to test it, and so here you go. So and the results of all my testing are in here. So and I heard some really good stuff on this radio. This is a radio that's certainly capable of DX on shortwave. I won't give the conclusion away because I think the purpose of this is that you guys actually read the review. It's a bit of an honour, really, to be asked to do this. I was never not going to do it, and yeah, I'm really pleased to have been asked, and I'm actually in the process of writing another review for this magazine. So I think that some of us kind of lament what might happen if the WRTH ever stop publishing their excellent book, the kind of Bible for the DXer. And we're lucky that it's still going strong, although there were some rumours I think a year ago that might be the last edition in sort of hard copy, and we have this magazine that supports the hobby as well. Now, okay, you could argue that there are only a few pages here that sort of support long wave, medium wave, short wave DXing, but actually there's far more in this magazine that's relevant to what we do. And I think George, the editor, who hasn't been doing this very long, is doing a superb job, making a few changes, and allowing people like me, who are I'm not a writer by profession, but to kind of have a go. So I think it would be a good idea for everybody to read this magazine, and because it supports our hobby. But anyway, that's enough of me on my soapbox. So there you go. So this is my review of the Tecsun S-8800. The next review is probably going to come out in a month or two, but in the meantime, there you go. It's Radio User magazine, February edition. Do what you can to support the magazine and get yourself a copy. All right. Well, thanks for watching.